Hi, I'm Victoria. I'm a child psychiatrist and parent coach, and I love supporting parents to raise children that thrive. Today, I'm going to talk about why it's important to forgive people who cause you stress or perhaps even trauma in your life, and why that's really, really important for your parenting. So, if you'd like to hear about that and that rings a bell with you, do stay tuned. It's actually International Forgiveness Day on Sunday, which is why I thought it'd be helpful to do this video, because I actually think forgiveness is a really vital part of parenting. And this is not coming from a religious place or a spiritual place. I know for a lot of people, forgiveness is part of their spirituality or religion. It's really coming more from your own well-being and the well-being of your child. Because actually, if something difficult has happened in your life and you continue to not forgive the person who's caused it, even though you might not see that person anymore, perhaps you've not seen them at all because actually that's better for your own mental well-being for years. But if you continue to hold on to the fact that they have done this to you and you have not forgiven them, this will create a lot of stress for you, and it's really, really kind of poisonous for your own mental well-being. And it's really important to find a way of letting go of that and moving on with your own life without holding the stress of what they have done to you, because I think it's really hard to heal from very significant trauma if you have not let go of that person. You do remember that, and it's difficult to forgive people. But I think it's actually for yourself. You forgive for yourself, and you forgive so that you're emotionally available to the person in your life, like your child and your partner and people in your family who care about you. That's the important reason to forgive, is so that you are available to enjoy your life. The other thing I often see with parents when they're raising children who perhaps got challenging behaviours, or there's other difficulties, especially if you are a foster or an adoptive parent who may be raising a child who's been very traumatised and this comes through very difficult behaviours, is it can be really difficult to forgive the child those behaviours, even if you know where they're coming from, especially in the case of adoption. It can be so hard to forgive things like violence or being told really cruel things by that child. But again, if forgiveness doesn't come, there isn't really a way of healing relationships, and it's really hard to remain the person that you want to be if you are unable to forgive that child. So I think it's really important to think about, is there anything in your life? Just review, is there any person in your life, even if it's from the past, who you're still not forgiven for something that they have done? And to think about how you might do that. And especially for things that are very big, there is perhaps some little ritual that you need to create which will just let go of that anger that you continue to feel. And it can be different things, like some people write it down and burn it, or they write it and attach it to a balloon and let a balloon go, or do some sort of meditation around that particular event to let go. There's some techniques used in NLP where you visualize the event and you let it go, you put it in a picture, you put it in a gallery and you put it away. So you might want to explore some kind of meditation or exercise like that to really let go of whatever it is that you think might still be coming up in your relationships now. And that's another important thing to teach your child, is how to forgive those things that are very difficult. And that's why it's important to practice it, because if you can't practice it, it's very difficult to teach it to your children. So today, with the Forgiveness Day coming up in a couple of days' time, just have a think what it is that you can do to really let go of anything that is still holding you back with anger and that you have not forgiven yet. If there's anything that you'd like me to do a video on, please do let me know and just put a little comment below or message me. It's absolutely fine. I always read them, and I do videos on things that feel like they're very relevant right now or that people would like to know about. And I will see you again next week.